It's time to go back to Skyrim one last time and take a look at the final piece of DLC that was released for the game, Dragonborn. This time around, Bethesda have created an entirely new landmass for you to explore, complete with new enemies such as the terrifying ash spawn, annoying ash hoppers, and several new varieties of spider. Well, I say Solstheim is new, but apparently it has been featured before in the Blood Moon expansion from Morrowind. As I understand it, several of the quests on the island refer back to characters and events from Blood Moon as well, which is a cool little nod to the fans. So then, what does this DLC consist of? Well, Solstheim is a fairly sizable new area to explore. Certainly nowhere near as big as the main game, but it has over 30 new places to visit, from settlements such as Raven Rock, Tel Mithrin and Skull Village, to Nord Barrows and Dwemer Ruins. The look of Solstheim is quite different to Skyrim as well, due to the island being affected by the constant plume of ash coming from the Red Mountain, which can be seen but not visited. The main quest line of Dragonborn sees you going up against Mirak, who was once a loyal dragon priest but was swayed by the influence of the Daedric prince Hermaeus Mora. You may remember him from the main quest of the game proper, when you were tasked with finding the Ogma Infinium, a very powerful tome that granted your character one of 3 boons. It turns out that it's not the only book of its kind, as there are another 7 black books hidden around Solstheim to find. You will come across several of these as part of the plot, and visit Mora's Oblivion realm known as Apocrypha. This place is heavily influenced by Lovecraft's Cthulhu mythos, as are the denizens of that place. The rest of the black books are entirely optional, yet it will benefit you greatly for seeking them out, as you can choose another power from each one, and there's an achievement for recovering at least 5 of them. You will be aided in your quest by colourful characters like Glover Mallory, the brother of Delvin from the Thieves Guild, and an extremely eccentric Talvani mage called Neloth, who is brilliantly voiced by Dwight Schultz. He is the highlight of the entire DLC in my opinion. There are quite a few other optional quests to be found on this island as well, and your total time spent, should you do everything, could be as much as 30 hours. You definitely get your money's worth with this one. Also included in this DLC are several new types of crafting materials, such as Stalrim, chitin and bone mould, for making your weapons and armour even more effective. There's even an hour of extra music comprising of tunes that will be familiar to fans of Morrowind, and some brand new tracks composed just for this DLC. Not everything about Dragonborn is as great as it could be though. Being able to tame and ride dragons sounds really exciting in theory, but the reality is a massive disappointment. This aside though, Dragonborn is by far the best of the 3 DLC packs that Bethesda made available. It's a shame they stopped there, as Hearthfire really felt like it was chucked together quickly, just so that they could get out of their promise of 3 exclusive pieces of DLC on the Xbox 360. Most fans were hoping there would be at least one more offering, but it was not to be. So, my time with Skyrim finally draws to a close. Well, almost. I still have the business of restoring the Thieves Guild to its former glory, and I've yet to finish the main story for a second time. Still a fair few hours of gameplay to be had then.